Localization of sustainable development goals should involve local public representatives, and they should also be trained on their responsibilities in the process. Otherwise, the implementation of SDGs will not be easy, said Local Government Minister Muhammad Tazul Islam at a national workshop on SDGs in the capital on Thursday. The government and the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) organized the workshop to share the results of SDG localization efforts in 9 districts: Sunamganj, Kurigram, Nator, Cox's Bazar, Potuakhali, Satkhira, Gopalganj, Sherpur and Feni. At the workshop titled SDG Localization Initiative, Sharing the Findings and Way Forward, UNDP Resident Representative Stephen Liller said, Bangladesh ranks 104 out of 163 countries in implementing SDGs. He sees 2 challenges present in the country: reliable information and financing. He thinks that public-private partnerships (PPPs) can play a major role in tackling these challenges.
Estimation from 2017 shows that an additional $928 billion are needed only in Bangladesh to achieve the SDG agenda. Therefore, we need to think and act on how to generate new financing instruments, new financing streams to bridge that gap. In this case, for what we're discussing today, in order to finance local priorities.
The SDG localization effort has a total of 13 segments, including agriculture, education, health, environment, disaster, law and order, social safety net, food, economic issues, communication, power, and tourism. The workshop offered 3 presentations highlighting the results of the effort and the role of the government, deputy commissioners, and development partners in the process.
Localization is the key issue for identifying the LNOB. And it is easily said that LNOB is not a goal, but is the aspiration of SDG. So in every goals of SDGs, the lead note behind is there. And they are represented by aim for all, inclusive, equal, equitable, or universal and rights. So no goal can be achieved unless achieved for everyone.
আমরা একটা ন্যাশনালি প্রায়োরিটাইজ কিছু আসলে টার্গেটকে আমরা সেট আপ করেছি, যে টার্গেটটাকে আমরা আসলে দেখিয়েছি যে গোলের সাথে এনপিপির কোন কোন টার্গেট এবং এটা হচ্ছে মূল গোলের কোন কোন টার্গেট এবং ইন্ডিকেটর, এবং এখানে আসলে আমাদের বেসিক্যালি কী করতে হবে। আমরা মডেলটাকে এভাবে করেছি যে আসলে আমরা অ্যাচিভ করতে চাই এটা উইদিন দ্য প্রেসক্রাইব টাইম।
If we want to go for a SDG localization, we need to make sure that the institution, the service delivery institution, needs to be stronger, strengthened, and capacitated. On the other hand side, in the receiving end, we have to make sure that community and the receivers and the citizens, they have to be empowered and they have to be engaged, and their priorities and selections need to be highly attended.
Maria Stridsman, head of cooperation at the Embassy of Sweden, said, in order to achieve the SDGs, locals should be involved in such a way that the desired results are achieved.
Goals of the SDGs cannot be implemented in conference rooms. They can only be implemented at local level. And when you have created a structure for participation and where information is made available, then it's much more easy to keep responsible actors accountable.
Local Government Minister Muhammad Tazul Islam said, localization is essential for the implementation of SDGs, and to do that, local public representatives should be involved.
These peoples are leading the 3,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people, but they do not know what is their responsibility. So once they do not know, so how could we are blaming them? These peoples are not good, they are not contributing, they are not the capable, this, that. But did we look ourselves? Did we do our right job? Did we train them? We, instead of blaming, we are always love to blame them. We do not able to sort out how could we can make them accountable.
In the workshop, UN Resident Coordinator in Bangladesh, Gwen Lewis, said the Bangladesh government has identified priority indicators for the implementation of the SDGs. Now, a framework has to be determined accordingly.
There's been a lot of discussion as well around financing and community financing, and I think this will really be the next phase that we need to all focus on. But I think Bangladesh, under the leadership of His Excellency the Honourable Minister, has taken already significant steps in the framework for institutionalizing the SDGs at different levels.
Zuena Aziz, Principal Coordinator for the SDGs at the Prime Minister's Office, said the pilot localization of SDGs is underway in 9 districts based on the partnership with the United Nations to implement the SDGs. Its scope will be expanded in the future.
While this has been a good pilot initiative, our goal is to scale up countrywide. For that, besides the development partners, the private sector and civil society will come forward with their resources, knowledge and solutions.
Later, in a question-answer session, the speakers gave various suggestions on SDG localization. In addition to development partners, the private sector and civil society were also invited to come forward with their resources, knowledge and solutions.